Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. I'm Brian.
I'm Austin.
And without further ado, which you guys probably know from watching the other videos, we're actually going to start this, I don't want to call it, mini chopper build.
Piece of crap.
It's not a piece of crap. Austin thinks it is, but it's not. It's going to be a fun project. We're going to show you guys step by step what we're going to do. But first comes first, it's been sitting like forever. The guy I bought it from says it's been sitting for what, how many years? I don't know, 5 or 6 years. Has a 2-stroke, 49cc motor on it. Before we start tearing it all apart, what we're going to do is see if we can get it running first. Because we're not going to use this. We're going to take this engine off, and we're going to take this plastic engine off. And we're going to take a lot of stuff off that doesn't need to be on here. We don't want turn signals. We don't want all the gauges and stuff. We're going to keep this a bare bones stock chopper. So, with doing that, we are going to put a 212 in it. So, went to Harbor Freight, got a 212 Hemi, as you can tell by the valve cover. We got a stage 2 kit that we're going to purchase for that from Go Power Sports. We're going to put it on here, and we're going to rip around. But I put this on Facebook and just trying to find a manufacturer or a make on this thing because I have no idea who makes it. A lot of people got back to me. It's some kind of Chinese like chopper. The only thing I could find on the internet that looks close is something called a West Coast chopper of some sort. But what we're going to do is tear this whole thing apart. Like I said before, everything's plastic. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get a metal tank, a real metal tank. Has plastic fenders. We're going to get real metal fenders. Same thing with the front fender. Junk. Going to get rid of that. Get rid of all the wire. We're going to clean this thing up. We're going to paint it. We're going to make it look pretty cool. Obviously, like I said, we're going to take this off. We have a headlight from one of our Coleman builds we're going to put on there. Looks pretty cool. We're going to put that on. So, first things first, let's see if we get this thing running. Once we can get it running, we're going to tear it apart because we don't need it. And we're going to keep moving forward. Okay guys, here we are back at it again. Keys on, as you can tell. We put 2-stroke in it. We kind of took this piece of crap off, whatever it is. The fuel line's on there. It actually has a primer bulb underneath. I'm not sure if you can see it, it's kind of dark. It's like a, I don't know, like a weed whacker almost engine on it. You prime it. We're gonna put some starting fluid in it. We did check. Does have spark. Austin pulled the plug out. We turned it over. We got spark when the key's on. So we know we got spark. Got some starting fluid. It's been sitting forever. We primed it. Choke's on. And let me hold the bike here. And you go for it. Was it choke on or choke off? I can't tell.
It's on by this.
All right, prime it again once. Does it shoot fuel out? All right, that's the return. Yeah, throw a little bit more in there. I'll hold it. All right.
So this thing's stuck in gear.
I don't know. Let's we'll tear the plug out. We'll check it again. Make sure we do got spark. The key's on. I'm not sure which way the key's on or off. That was which way was on. Do you remember? All right. All right. Let's tear the plug out again. See if we got spark. Say when we worked on this before, we tore the plug out a little bit ago, and plenty of spark to it. Is the plug wet? No, the plug's wet. Must have got a little too much starting fluid. Let's see. Let's move this piece of wood. Move that wood back a little so it's easier because it's all messed up now. Alright. I'll try it again, see if I got spark. Oh yeah. Alright, we got spark.
Put starting fluid in.
Yeah, let's not use starting fluid this time. I think we got too much in it probably. Maybe it'll start up without it this time. Keys on, because we got, no, keys on.
I know, it's on.
No,
There's 2 ons.
Well, we're going to do the on one.
What's the on one?
I don't know. Let's try it again. I don't know. Carburetor's probably shot, but give it a whirl again, see what happens. Do a little spritz of that. I don't know. Let's investigate a little bit more. Stick around. Alright, I've looked into a little bit more. As you can, oh, it's Chinese chopper, so the wording was backwards. So this is choke, and that's not choke. You can tell by the flapper going up and down. So we hit it the wrong way. So what we're going to do, we're going to put another little spritz of go-go juice in there, and we're going to close the choke, and we're going to try this again and see if we can get this thing to fire off. At least do something. Oh, we had something. Get a little bit more starter fluid, maybe. Oh, that's a lot. Ooh, something. Open the throttle. Here, I'm going to hold the throttle open once. Let me get this. There. Now let's see if we can get it. Oop. Let me take the choke off. Whoa, we got something. Let's try that again. Oh, maybe put the choke back on it. Phew. Well, it runs.
Make a good
Scooter.
motorcycle, not motorcycle, like a pedal bike.
Man, look at all the smoke. Well, guys, I don't think we're not gonna keep messing with this engine, because obviously we're not gonna use it anyhow. We're gonna put a 212 on it. So we got our answer. It runs. We'll save it for another project. Like Austin said, maybe put it on our scooter. I don't know. But anyhow, it's time for teardown. That's what we're gonna do next. Sit back, relax, and we're gonna get this bike taken apart and get ready for paint and a bunch of other stuff. All right, guys. Well, that's enough for tonight. As you can tell, we got it all tore down to just the frame. Next step, we're going to start cutting a lot of brackets off. Obviously, you can tell this doesn't need to be there. This doesn't. A bunch of these don't need to be there. We're probably going to keep the battery box because we're probably going to run a battery for lights. This stuff needs to come off. This plate needs to come off. Anyhow, there's a lot of stuff that needs to come off that doesn't need to be on there. Take it over to the table. Got everything kind of laid out. This stuff we're not using. It's all plastic junk. That's junk pile. Engine still runs. We're going to keep on that. We're going to probably use that for a different project. Rear tire, brakes, seat, handlebars. Down there is the front end. Get that all cleaned up. So, like I said, that's enough for tonight. Next time you see this, we'll be hacking into this frame, getting it all cleaned up, getting it ready for paint. Actually, before we do that, we're going to mock up the 212 first. So I got to figure out how we're going to get the 212 in there. But anyhow, that's enough for tonight. We'll see you guys here on the next scene when we're cutting into this. As usual, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys here in a little bit. Hey guys, we're back at it again. I got Austin and I got Aiden, and we're going to actually start cutting these tabs off the bike that we don't need. This bike came with a lot of extra stuff that we're not going to use, like this plate here, this plate here, engine plate, the switches, or that tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, that tab's all going to go away. But doing a lot of reading on this frame, a lot of people say it's junk, but that's all right. What we're going to do is we're going to get some metal and we're going to beef this frame up. So when we put the 212 in it, which is back there, which we're going to be probably tearing apart and getting a stage 2 kit from Go Power Sports to get that ready to go and get on here. But first things first, Austin's going to get all this prepped. While Austin's doing this, me and Aiden are going to unbox the 212 and get that ready to disassemble. So without further ado, Austin, start cutting tabs off.
Okay.
Okay guys, we got most of our tabs cut off the bike. As you can tell, we got a lot more to go. These tabs were really welded on there, like really crappy. So we're gonna have to go back, we're gonna clean up a lot of this frame once we get more of these tabs cut off. As you guys watching time lapse, we tore down our 212. As you can see, we have it all in here, all separated. And we have the block over there. Ready to go. We're going to get this block painted up. Once we get that painted up, we're going to get it all back together. We still got to order parts. But anyhow, that's going to end us for tonight. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing next. Probably getting this frame cleaned up and get all these spots welded in where we get to cut these tabs off. And we'll show you more of the engine. So we'll see you guys around. We're going to be done for tonight. We'll see you on the next scene. And I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I'm sure we'll be working on this. All right, guys, we're back at it again. We're going to be doing some fabrication on the frame here. We have some issues here where we're cutting some of these tabs off. we cut into it a little bit too far and it kind of screwed everything up. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it off here, we're going to cut it here, or we're going to weld in a new pipe. And same thing with down here. When we were cutting these tabs off, we cut in too far, messed it all up. So what we're going to do is probably cut it somewhere in here and here, get this piece out, weld a new piece in. Same with that side, cut it out, cut it somewhere in here, cut that out, weld a new piece in. Once we get these welded in, then I'm going to make some gussets for up here. Everybody says from the comments below, from before that it's really weak in this area, so I'm going to cut some plate steel, make some kind of nice design on it, and weld this in and a gusset on each side to also support the neck. That's what we're going to work on tonight. So let's get started, get cutting. We're going to get some welding. And also, just to show you guys, we got our 212 all painted up. We're not quite done with it yet. We're going to do some more. Also wants to do some splatter paint on it. So we're going to do that. But we got our base coat of red ready to go. Looks pretty darn sick. It's going to look even better when we put it together. All right, without further ado, we're going to start cutting, welding, and grinding. And here we go. All right, guys, we are done with episode 1 of our chopper build. We were working on getting these pieces fixed. Austin's working on getting them fixed now. We cut the bottom pieces out that were messed up, and the top neck was all messed up. So we got all that cut out. We got it welded up. Austin's cleaning up the welds. Yes, we're going to keep working on that. So, guys, once again, thanks for watching. This is episode 1. We got many more episodes coming out. I got more parts for this bike coming. Yeah, a lot more stuff going on with this bike. Once again, thanks for sticking around. Please click that bell. Please subscribe. This way you can see the rest of this build. And Austin, take it away. Clean up those welds. What's up, guys? Got the engine out. just sitting on the bench. Still has spark. And we're gonna see if we could just fire it off while it's just sitting here. Something to do. Yeah, still runs. Full throttle, baby. No. It runs.